Hello Tech World and welcome to another video. Today we're diving into the highly anticipated Nintendo Switch 2. I'll be showing you exactly what's included in the box, highlighting the key differences between the Nintendo Switch 2 and the original Nintendo Switch, and sharing my honest first impressions after spending some time with it. If you're new to the channel, here we cover everything tech and gaming, so if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss any uploads. Alright, let's dive into what's inside the box and take a closer look at the Nintendo Switch 2. Getting right into it, the Nintendo Switch 2 launched with two different versions. You could either purchase just the console on its own or opt for the bundle that includes Nintendo's brand new Mario Kart World. As you can see, there's a slight difference in the packaging. The version I picked up features Mario Kart artwork on the front of the box, highlighting the bundled game. Now, I've already unboxed my unit, but here's what comes inside. You get the Joycons, the 7.9-inch display, which I'll talk about more later in the video, and all the essential accessories. These include the Joy-Con grip, two Joy-Con straps, the new Switch 2 dock, a USB-C cable, and an HDMI cable for connecting the dock to your TV or monitor. Overall, the unboxing experience is quite similar to that of the original Nintendo Switch. When it comes to the design of the Nintendo Switch 2, let me tell you, this console blew me away at first glance. I'm absolutely obsessed with how sleek and modern it looks. The new matte black finish that Nintendo went with this time around gives it a much more premium and refined aesthetic, and I'm definitely a fan. Compared to the original Switch, the size difference is instantly noticeable. That's largely due to the display. While the original Switch had a 6.2-inch screen, the Switch 2 now features a larger 7.9-inch display. But it's not just the screen that's contributing to the bigger footprint. The Joy-Cons themselves are also larger, which I'll dive deeper into later in the video. Now, let's take a closer look around the device. On the top of the Switch 2, you'll find the power button, volume controls, a USB-C port for charging, a 3.5mm headphone jack, and a game card slot. Moving to the bottom, there's an additional USB-C port, which is used to connect the console to the dock. On the back, you'll see the Switch 2 branding along with the new and improved kickstand. I have to say this kickstand is a huge upgrade, as it feels much more solid and premium compared to the flimsy one on the original. It also supports multiple tilt angles, making tabletop gaming significantly more enjoyable. Lastly, on the bottom edge of the console, you'll also find the micro SD card slot, which allows for expandable storage. Just a heads up, make sure you get the right type of micro SD card, as the Switch 2 supports micro SD express cards and can handle up to 2 terabytes of additional storage. Now, let's talk about the display on the Nintendo Switch 2. This device features a large 7.9-inch 1080p LCD panel. Now, what really elevates this screen are the premium features, as it supports a 120Hz refresh rate, VRR and HDR, which is impressive for a handheld console. For an LCD panel, this screen truly stands out. Every game I've tested so far looks crisp, smooth, and incredibly immersive. Sure, it's not OLED, and I know many people were hoping for that, especially those upgrading from the OLED model of the original Switch. So no, you won't get those deep inky blacks that OLEDs provide, but honestly, this is one of the best LCD displays I've seen on a handheld, and it still delivers an excellent visual experience. As for viewing angles, they're decent, not groundbreaking, but that's not really a deal breaker since most of the time you'll be gaming directly in front of the screen anyways. Now, while there's a lot to love about this display, one minor drawback worth mentioning is the bezels. They're not overly thick, but slimmer bezels would have made the screen even more immersive. Hopefully that's something we'll see improved in a future revision. Moving on, let's talk about the Joy-Cons, which have received some notable upgrades from the original design. First off, the size difference is immediately noticeable, as the Switch 2 Joy-Cons are larger and now come with bigger thumbsticks as well as bigger triggers, something I think a lot of people were hoping for. The added size definitely improves comfort and control, especially for those with larger hands. One of the biggest changes is how the Joy-Cons attach to the console. Instead of the traditional slide-in rail system, they now connect magnetically. And honestly, this was a smart move by Nintendo. I was never a big fan of the sliding mechanism on the original, and this new magnetic attachment feels much more solid and secure with noticeably less wobble. In terms of ease of use, these new Joy-Cons are a huge step forward. They snap into place effortlessly, and removing them is as simple as pressing a button on the back. It's quick, smooth, and just makes the whole experience feel much more premium. All in all, I'm definitely a fan of the redesigned Joy-Cons. The increased size, better ergonomics, and improved attachment system making a big difference, and I think a lot of users will appreciate these thoughtful upgrades. When it comes to how you can play on the Nintendo Switch 2, the same 3 core modes are still available, which are handheld, tabletop, and docked mode. Each offers a unique experience, but if I had to choose a favorite, handheld mode easily takes the win. Why, one might ask? Well, it's simple. It's because handheld play gives you the freedom to enjoy your games anywhere, whether you're lounging in bed, relaxing on the couch, or just on the go. You don't need a TV, a desk, or external setup. Just pick it up and start playing. It's the most versatile and convenient way to game on the Switch, in my opinion. Alright, let's talk about my gaming experience since getting my hands on this device. If I had to sum it up in one word, it would be exceptional. From the moment I powered it on, everything just felt faster, smoother, and more refined. So far, I've mainly been playing Mario Kart World and Hogwarts Legacy, and both games run incredibly well on this new hardware. The gameplay is fluid, the visuals are sharp and crisp, with vibrant colors, everything feels more responsive and immersive. Whether I'm drifting through tracks in Mario Kart or exploring the wizarding world of Hogwarts, the performance has been consistently smooth with minimal load times and no noticeable frame drops. It's clear that Nintendo has stepped up things with the Switch 2, not just in design but in raw gaming performance as well. Thanks to the new NVIDIA Tegra T239, the Switch 2's performance is on a completely different level. For those who enjoy playing the Switch 2 in dock mode, you're really in for a treat. This time around, Nintendo has stepped things up by adding support for up to 4K resolution at 60 frames per second while docked. And if you're looking to hit that 120Hz refresh rate, you can do so by switching to 1440p resolution or lower, a great option for smoother gameplay on supported displays. If you're someone who loves hosting game nights or just prefers gaming on a larger screen, dock mode has never been more appealing. Whether you're racing through tracks with friends or battling it out in co-op games, the improved performance and visual fidelity makes the experience more immersive than ever before. So, who is the Nintendo Switch 2 really for? In my honest opinion, it's perfect for those who already love the original Switch but are now looking for an upgrade that delivers more power, better visuals, and a smoother overall experience. If you're someone who wants to enjoy your favorite Nintendo titles with enhanced performance, higher resolutions, and more fluid gameplay, then this device is absolutely worth considering. It takes everything great about the original Switch and elevates it to the next level. So, to wrap things up, the Nintendo Switch 2 has been an absolute blast for me so far. From performance to design, it's already showing a lot of promise. That said, I'll be doing a full in-depth review in the next few days once I've spent more time with the device. There's a lot to unpack and I want to give you my most honest and detailed feedback. If you're interested in that full review, make sure you're subscribed and that the notification bell is turned on so you don't miss it. As always, Tech World, it's been a pleasure and I'll catch you guys on the next video.